I hate you. Right as the thing went live. Right as the thing went live. Yo, welcome to Keep It a Stack. You're listening to the Six Stack YouTube, episode 5. Episode 5 is your boy Ed. Got with me.
No filters.
We got 6 people in the pod today. That's probably the most we ever had, I think. We got my boy Eric, DJ, John, Steven, and Anthony joining us. Six Stack. Waiting to
we
get
got a
this
Six
live
Stack
link.
talking about Six Stack.
We got a variety of topics for you, beautiful.
We
people
got
to watch.
quite the pot to mix. That's probably the best way to say. But first, let's get this. Let's yo, how's everybody doing? First of all, I ain't seen you guys in like it feels like 2 days. How's everybody doing?
Good, chilling, bro. How you doing?
I mean, I'm just coming off of I think it was the flu or the cold. I've been coughing up a storm since Friday, bro. Man, I've been coughing up a huge storm lately, bro. I don't know why. Yo, Anthony, how you been, bro?
It's flu season, bro.
Yeah.
It's getting colder.
Did you get your flu shot?
Flu shot. What do I look like, bro?
Yeah, I was about to say.
You look like a bitch who's about to die of influenza.
Well, it's tough it toughens up my core, bro.
You know what his
flu
shot is?
That's what everyone who got the plague said.
You gotta be a real bitch if you die from the common flu.
Exactly.
Yeah,
how do you think disease starts?
You die from a common flu.
Works.
Yo, you die for a common flu. I'm protesting outside your funeral for nobody to watch.
That's what they said about the Black Plague. That's what they said about the Black Plague.
Well,
You know what I'm gonna do?
That's different. The Black Plague's a whole different thing, bro. That's a whole different monster.
Ed takes some saucepan and some grill, he puts that shit in the needle and sticks that shit in his arm.
What? Some saspois? Some saspois? You didn't say saspois? You mean saucepois? Saucepois.
Ew, get your spit off my neck, ew. He said saucepois.
Oh, man. Yo, Steven, how you been, man?
Saucepois.
Y'all, you guys are irritating, bro. Y'all realize that, right?
Yo, that's the name of this episode. Episode 6, to split. Anyways, how we doing? Let's keep it rolling here.
Yo,
How you doing,
Steven.
Steven?
Steven, how you been, bro?
All right.
Oh, God, bro. Face ass.
Steven, how are you? Steven.
Steven?
Oh, sorry, I've been muted.
This guy's been muted, though.
I've been talking the entire time, dude.
Yo,
I hit a cat this morning.
You said what?
I hit a cat this morning.
You had a cat this morning?
I hit a cat this morning.
You mean every other, let me stop. Let me stop.
All right, dude.
Hey, I gotta keep it a stack, bro. I gotta keep it a stack.
That remark was from Edley Raymond. Any sponsors out there, future sponsors? That's not from the rest of us.
But you're just mad because, dude, I have lights that work and turn on my switch. You have candles, bitch.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? The lights are
Anthony, how you doing, bro? How you doing,
just spent 5 minutes talking, like messing with Ed for having split. Nah, I'm good, fam.
All right.
You good, bro? Chilling?
Yeah, just working, grinding, getting chatted.
Getting tatted?
Yeah,
What'd you get?
I got like a wolf tattoo on my stomach.
Oh, that's right. We was talking about this. Yeah, you're right.
That took like 2.5 hours.
Oh, I seen that joint on Snapchat, bro. I seen it. That joint look fire.
I went to go put the down payment for my tat.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I just don't know where I'm getting it still. I'm getting the portrait of Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali. I just don't know if I should get it on my ribs or my top right arm.
Yo,
Dude, you're just appropriating the culture, man.
Definitely am.
What was that?
He's doing it for the clout.
Oh, for the of course.
Oh, Malcolm X. Sure.
Shut up, John.
Sorry.
Anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Anyways, all right. So we have a variety of topics for you guys.
We got quite the discussion ahead.
Okay, let's get to it.
We'll open up with on a sad note so we can get this bullshit out of the way. All right.
Yo,
Rude. Don't be fucking rude.
yeah, he's keeping it a stack, man. He's keeping it a stack.
My shadows in your room.
No. Now that's disrespectful. Now that
Fucking assholes.
Yeah, I said the lyrics wrong. I know I did on purpose.
that was
Maybe I worded it wrong, but still.
You sure did.
I mean, all right. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna be it. I'm the guy. How many of us do really care? None.
I care.
All right.
I mean, I care.
I can't-
I'm
I can't-
not broken up about it.
None of us are.
All
None
right,
of us are
so
stopping.
let's introduce
None
topics.
of us
So
are
every,
stopping.
Wait, 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 wait.
Plans.
For those who don't know,
Time out. For an artist that passed away, I can't say that I care. I care that another
Wait,
human.
wait.
Time out.
People
I
have no
care.
idea who we're talking about. Relax.
Wait.
Relax.
For the people who don't know, we're talking about Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD has died.
So,
If you haven't
Juice
known,
WRLD has died
then
at
you live
21.
under a rock.
From a seizure.
Right. If you don't know that, then exactly. I don't know where the hell you've been. It is unfortunate. And what, like
We
I
do
said,
not mean to make light of the topic.
I personally, I look at it as somebody who did not know who he was for real. I just heard his name tossed around left to right. I just feel bad for a human that's left the planet. That's all I can really say.
Exactly.
I can't have sympathy for music I've never heard or show fake love for an artist I never listened to. So all I can say is
There's no way you never listened to him though, because everybody in their fucking grandma heard Lucid Dreams.
Hearing his song like secondhanded, like on secondhand, is different from hearing it on my own phone or going out to hear it myself. So I can't say I listen to his music. I really can't.
That's fair.
I definitely did.
So I can't say I
enjoyed
Wait,
a lot.
let me start off this topic by asking how many of us here were fans and knew his music and had liked some of his music.
I
I
definitely did.
Okay, so I would assume it's everyone except for Ed, because Ed didn't really know who he was, but he knew that one song. What was it?
Lucid Dreams.
Lucid Dreams. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he knew who Elise was.
I definitely recognize the tune. So.
It's a shame, that's another young person, a 21-year-old, didn't even get to. He was basically just starting to live his life.
Crazy, bro. Because my brother turned 21 this year, so I'm just like, yo, that's.
Bro, think about it. He's younger than everyone in here, bro. He
No,
could have been our little brother.
It's crazy.
You know?
I do gotta say though, and this isn't bashing him out or anything. This is bashing out the behavior. I don't like, some of these artists and some of the messages that they put out. I did a little bit of research on some of his tracks. I could be wrong. He put out a song about artists that have died before 21. And I find that very weird. Because the power of the mouth is a very underwhelming thing, or not underwhelming, underlooked thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I don't want to say he, this is a cause of his product, but at the same time, I'm just like, bro, the power of the mouth is too powerful to just to be playing with. And I'm just like, it's shameful. I know earlier today, either today or yesterday, Jonah Lucas tweeted out he blames drug culture in hip hop. I don't like discussing that because I feel like people get hurt either way. People do drugs for different reasons, but I don't know. But at the end of the day, another human being died. It's tragic, and it just sucks, to be real. I mean, I just feel bad for all the people who looked up to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Because
I feel bad for his mom, bro.
Right, that too. Yeah. That's another thing. And a lot of people wanna make this about the like me myself. I want to make this about the fans and everything, and all the people that who are indirectly affected by it. But then you got to think about the actual family members and whatnot. Like,
speaking of someone who actually is probably very directly affected by it, Ski Mask. He's got to be pretty broken over. That's two friends in less than a year, I believe.
Who's the first one?
Yeah, just about a year and a half.
X. Oh, that's right.
Best friend, and then Juice WRLD was his good friend.
They were really close guys.
Yeah, that and who else? Little Baby is the person that discovered Juice WRLD. I mean, all of them are from Chicago.
G Herbo.
Yeah, and G Herbo. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of love out there for him. It's sad. It's a sad day,
But
it's very unfortunate, and I'm sure he will be missed. But
but he's been crying out for help.
That's another thing, bro. That's another thing. Some of these artists, when they put these songs out, bro, they're not putting it out just to be putting it out. They're actually speaking from the heart.
It's like the same.
I thought everything was going well for him, though. Like he had a girlfriend.
That's how it is for
every bro. Look at Robin Williams, man. Look at Robin Williams. I always bring up Robin Williams, bro.
Or even Mac Miller.
Yeah, but then again, honestly, I don't know. Personally, I don't know because I didn't look too deep about the whole Mac Miller thing.
Made his situation very vulnerable, and you could see that he was going through quite a bit.
No, I was talking
Even
about
in
like
his
his actual death.
like his
though.
last album was about self care and like taking care of yourself mentally.
The way I see this is like this, bro. If any artist dies from drugs or drug situations, there's only one reason people really do drugs nowadays, my guy.
Which is
you don't want to escape something.
Facts.
Whether it's you're escaping boredom, whether it's escaping fucking the way your life is right now, whether it's good or shitty, or you're feeling depressed.
No. I think that's one of the reasons. I think that's one of the reasons.
That's a big reason.
There's a
It
reason
is a big reason. It's a huge reason.
Social. Yeah. There's a reason why people do drugs socially, but a lot of the times you hear about a lot of these guys, like, they're not saying like, oh yeah, I meet up with my friends and we go take some fucking lean. They're like, I pour up on my own. I sit in the dark. Like, that's not some shit you do when you're just like, oh yeah, I'm having a fucking great time. Let's go fucking do drugs alone. Let's get real deep into your fucking mind about some sad shit.
Well, it's not breaking news, but more to update the topic. The reason he died is because he swallowed a whole bag of perks.
Yeah, I read that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they landed, there was cops there because they had a lot of drugs already on them.
Yeah, and then he went to cardiac arrest.
Like the weed would have got like a fine for that, but the perks would have been a nice like little couple, like maybe a year or like a big fine or something. So
are you?
He's an artist, bro. He's a celebrity. They probably would have gave him a slap on the wrist and some rehab.
But that's not the point though. The fact that he actually swallowed pills though, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's essentially suicide right there. Like if you really want to be technical, I'm not saying he killed himself.
Why was he doing perks of all things? Like, I get weed, bro. Weed is a social drug. You can smoke weed with your friends. You can smoke weed with people, and like it's almost like having a beer. At this point in time and age, it's like having a beer with somebody. Whereas doing something like perks, bro, doing something like lean, fucking Xan, shit like that, there's no social element to those. You take those, and those are like super downers. Like, you're gonna be fucking slumped the fuck out.
Yeah,
there's nothing to it besides being slumped.
Oh, so wait. So your thing about escaping something was like exclusively like talking about the actual like drugs like that, not the social drugs.
Not so much the social. I mean, obviously people still use social drugs to escape as well, but it's more pointed at the harder drugs.
Got you. All right, that makes sense. Yo, Anthony, you about to say something?
Nah, I mean that's just what happens when drugs are a big part of hip hop, man. I mean, this isn't the first time somebody's died over a drug overdose.
That's true.
You got Pimp C. He died from drinking lean. So it's just what 80% of music is about.
I'd say it's part of the like. You remember that song? Was it Change? Like what was it? That's the way it is. Well, Tupac when he was like.
No changes.
Was talking about it. Changes. Oops, I said that's the way it is. I thought it was changes. Brain fart. Whatever.
That's right, but you got part of the lyrics.
Yeah, but so you remember the part in the song where he's like, there's a guy and he's like, I made a G today, and Tupac's like, but you made it in a sleazy way,
selling crack to the kids. I need to get paid.
I feel like that was like the 90s was a generation when you hear a lot of rappers talking about selling drugs. A lot about rappers like, I gotta make this money, sell these drugs. I gotta do what I gotta do for my family. But then you notice today's generation, roughly around the age of like all the kids who were probably like 9, 10, 11, those kids who would be like, maybe they shouldn't be doing these drugs. This is fucked up. They're now getting to that age where they have a voice now, and all of them happen to be doing hard drugs.
Yeah.
Coincidence?
Nah. Honestly, not. I think not.
Also, off topic, but they found that at this school in Montana, kids were dipping tampons in alcohol and shoving it up their butts to get high. But carry on.
What?
That's essentially
butt carry on from that. What the hell, dog?
Yo.
That's essentially, you ever heard of butt chugging? The way alcohol moves throughout your body, if you put it up your ass, it's essentially like the alcohol goes. The alcohol goes straight to your bloodstream, and then that's actually super dangerous. If you have more than like a single like 1 or 2 beers butt chugging. All right, I don't know about that one.
Steven, how do you? Oh my god, bro!
Wow. But if you do that with more than like 1 or 2 beers, which is beers, by the way, 5% alcohol, you can die.
At this point, everyone knows your voice.
Alcohol poisoning.
This dude said it feels good though. Yo. Anyway, but R.I.P. to Juice WRLD, bro. His real name is Jared, by the way. I'm gonna call him Jared because I didn't know Jared Higgins. That's his real name. He was born on December 2nd, 1998. This guy just turned 21, like literally, like last week. That's That's crazy,
Damn,
bro.
All right. Well, to get off the more sour topic and move on, like
Stay on to music
R.I.P.
though.
Juice World.
R.I.P. Nick Cannon's career as well.
Nah, wait. Hold on to that one. Though. I don't want to talk about that just yet. I'm still. The blood's still rushing over to the mushroom tip real quick. I'm not fully erect for that one yet.
R.I.P. Juice WRLD, man. R.I.P. Juice WRLD. Condolences and prayers to the family of Juice WRLD, man.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Keep your head up.
All right. So in
Everybody else, wait. Actually, matter of fact, since we're still on this real quick, everybody else going through it, man. Fucking talk to someone, yo. Don't turn to drugs. And if you do drugs,
big
smoke
facts,
weed
man.
every goddamn day.
Big facts,
Weed's
bro.
okay. Don't just talk to someone. It's hard, but just talk to someone. You could talk to me. You could call me directly. I'll put my socials on this YouTube. Contact me. Anyone's here to help. I'm always here to listen.
Word. I like it. I dig it.
Carry
Black
on.
Widow. Trailer came out last week. Black Widow. Hold up, time out. I know most of us here saw the kick him. Somebody kick him.
Wait.
Stop.
Did he say trash?
He said trash.
Wait, did he say trash? I second that. Keep going.
Oh my god.
all right, we got
did
something
we
here.
did we all see
Devil's
the
Advocate.
Time out, hold up. Anthony, did you see the trailer? I don't know if you saw the trailer.
Yo, I watched the trailer. Yo,
Okay.
that shit looked dope.
You like watch the trailer? All right. So we all watched the
I
trailer.
didn't just watch the trailer. I DJ'd that trailer. I'm ready for this conversation.
So I only saw the trailer 2 times. So I'm in this joke. I'm in this conversation solely to learn what we just saw in that trailer, bro. Because honestly, bro, first of all, I hate the fact that we're getting this movie this late.
That's one thing I don't like.
My sister said it perfectly, bro. Yesterday she was like, I saw the trailer and she was like, wait a second, so you telling me Disney? I was like, man, Disney's smart. She was like, Disney going ahead and kills off a character, has everybody upset about her, and they release a whole new movie about her so you can see more of her. And I was like, Jesus. She's like, yeah. They gotta take all y'all money. And I was,
because this movie could have easily could have been one of the movies that was played before fucking Endgame, before like the entirety of Endgame.
Because it would have made
no,
sense.
forget
like,
it could have been played. It could have been played before Infinity War. It could be.
That's what I mean.
It takes
when
place.
I say Endgame, I don't consider it Infinity War. I just call it Endgame because
it takes place. It takes place between Infinity War and Civil War. But go ahead, Eric.
Okay, I was gonna say let's keep on track.
Between Infinity War and those 2 years between Infinity War and Civil War, or Civil War and Infinity War, however you want to say it, doesn't matter, is where this movie takes place.
Which makes less sense. That story is concluded.
I mean, I hate how they're starting with a prequel story to start.
There's a reason why, though.
To start phase 4. To start phase 4.
Yeah, I'm like, how does this fit into the phase? That's my
question. Think about it. Because Civil War started phase 3. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, wait. We're going off topic.
No,
we still gotta give a review. We gotta give a full review of this first.
Okay, this is part of it. Hold on, let me do this.
First, we have to go into what we thought of it, and then we could do a deeper dive.
All right,
we
true.
All
right, I want to go second then. Unless nobody's gonna go first.
I'm gonna go first because someone said they didn't like it. I want to be the first to say I didn't like it. I didn't like it because it looked like a super just boom in your face explosion every 10 seconds type Too Fast Too Furious.
Is awesome.
Wait. Yeah, because it's meatheads like you that like that stuff. That's why.
I love that shit. I'm sorry, that's my shit.
I know, because things like that easily get people's attention. Yeah, I know. Listen, it's so stupid. They're gonna ruin it just like they ruined Fast and Furious. It looks. How you gonna fly trucks and explode helicopters with a flying truck and then land on your 2 feet and not break your whole body? I don't understand.
Because she's a super agent and she's awesome.
Yeah, but she's human.
Because she's Russian.
She don't got super
I was about to
powers.
say that, Steven, because she's Russian.
So check it out. So DJ got a little bit of information on this. I'm trying to keep it short.
I do too.
Give your review first. Give your review. Hold your little
Shoot, only
info.
your review, bro.
Give your review first.
Jesus.
Give your review first, bro.
Okay, so my initial thoughts on the entire thing was I was just a little bit confused. There's a lot of characters that were being brought up that you wouldn't otherwise know unless you're reading the comics. Pretty much everybody in the movie except for I think there was like one guy in the beginning and or at least in the trailer there was like one guy in the beginning and that was it. And Black Widow herself. You don't really know who anybody else is.
Not true.
I did a little bit of background research, and I can explain. I think Steven knows why as well. Why this movie is important.
Hold on to that. Just give a review.
Bringing it up as I'm not.
You're DJing,
I'm not saying
bro.
anything.
You're
basically
DJing.
saying,
You're
"Did you like
DJing,
it or
bro.
not?"
I said, did you like it or not?
I mean, to be fair, before we got on, he said he was going to do this.
Yo, I guess
Y'all
DJ goes
let me
last.
go second.
DJ goes
All right,
last.
next person.
DJ goes last because
All right, I'm going
want to
again
hear
last.
Yo, I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
I'm
but-
gonna go. I wanna
Anthony,
go. I'm gonna
Everybody
go.
All right,
appreciates the
John.
DJ.
So Eric said he didn't like it. So I like it for the reasons. Okay, so at my heart, yes, I do love the explosions, all the pretty flashy blah 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 stuff. I like that. That's my shit. I can't not like it. But what I do see from this, I don't see a plan. I see this movie and okay, so fair warning, I haven't seen the film. I don't know what they're going to do with it. But from my standpoint now, I don't see how this is going to pertain to
Moving it forward.
a Blade movie, a Moon Knight movie. I forget what the Asian character's called.
Stephen Tang.
Yes,
Steven,
I don't
I
know.
said I was
Shut
gonna
up!
do it.
Shut up!
It's like White Low or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how all those the movies seem very separate. I don't know how they're going to bring it together to make it a whole thing, unless that's not what they're doing at all, unless they're just making a whole bunch of movies. So I'm just
All right, Anthony.
Well, you see, with me, I watched it once and I was eating a sub, but that doesn't matter. But anyway,
meatball sub face ass bitch.
I mean, there's really not too much to say about it. Like, some of the characters I did not know because I wasn't into the comics, but it definitely like kept my interest. I don't like that.
That's what I like. Yeah, seeing the characters you don't know, it like piques your interest.
Like, come on.
Steven.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool. All right.
Is that everybody?
No,
Is that
but,
everybody?
no, but let
didn't.
me just say something. Like, I know where DJ's going. Dog, there's like a whole entire reason for everything in that trailer. It's pretty stupid, but whatever.
No, it's not even stupid. Go ahead. Go.
But all right. Here's how I feel about it. First of all, anything that Marvel Studios puts out, I'm gonna be all over it. That's one. So obviously, I like the fact that they're making a Black Widow movie. I hate the fact that it's just late. I feel like it should have came out like in 2015 or something.
They did it now.
I know. DJ, hold your erection. I will say, I like how it looks. You know, I mean, obviously, we're going to see Scarlett Johansson in a tight suit again. I mean, who doesn't like that?
Scarlett Johansson.
But I don't know if you guys peeped. I don't know if you guys peeped, but Taskmaster's in this movie. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that. All right.
Stay on topic.
And after playing Spider-Man, bro, I'm kind of really excited for that. But but the movie, honestly, I'm curious because, like what John said, it looks good, but I have a boatload of questions. So I'm just like, all right, we know it's a prequel, but it's like, how is this going to move the story forward? And if DJ and Steven have the answer to that, then I'd really, really like to know. And that being said, all right, everyone let go of DJ's balls and let him come.
Oh, here we go. It's to bring back Black Widow. Oh, fuck.
It's to bring back
the whole
Black
reason
Widow.
So in the comic books, there's two Black Widows. There's the first one, which is Scarlett Johansson.
Yo, slow down.
I shit there a bunch, and then I fucking go off. So I'm gonna calm down, go a little slower. So in the comic books, there's two Black Widows. There's Black Widow, and then there's Black Widow, the second Black Widow, who is Black Widow's sister. So, or quote unquote sister. So what happens is, in the comics, Black Widow dies, and because when that happens, somebody needs to take up the mantle of Black Widow. There's something called the Red Room in Russia, where basically a bunch of female agents were trained from a very young age.
Like Red Robin with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes. So 3 of the people in that movie, one of them, the 3 girls sitting around the table, were all trained in that room. One of them is Iron Maiden, if anybody's ever heard of her. I haven't heard too much about her. She was in the Red Room.
She hot?
Yes, I guess.
Jesus Christ, John.
Black Widow's sister, who was the one that's fighting with her in the beginning. The whole reason why I think they brought this up was because they're gonna with Black Widow being gone, they need somebody else to fill in that badass female role. You remember them bringing up the whole idea of the new Avengers being mostly female, and they're trying to bring up the new female strong characters. They did it in Endgame. They kind of showed it off for a second. What's happening here is they're starting up basically with Black Widow being the first character to join the new Avengers, but it's not Scarlett Johansson. it's gonna be like
Dad.
the way they're gonna set it up is gonna be they're at the end of the movie. I guarantee it's gonna be some part where she's like. She's going to turn to her sister and be like, if I ever need to call on you, can I? She's going to be like, yeah, of course. I'll take up the role of Black Widow for you in case you ever need it.
Her sister hot.
Yes.
Jesus
and her
Christ,
sister's going to be the one. Basically, the whole reason why they're doing this movie is to set up the pretense of like her sister being Black Widow.
So
and they don't want to just like.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say they don't want to just like toss her in there just like they do with pretty much everything else. Like the same way they had a whole last movie for Captain Marvel for her to come in and fucking destroy the ship in the Endgame. They're doing that exact thing for Black Widow. They're gonna set it up so it's like her sister's like, oh yeah, I'll always have your back or some stupid shit at the end of the movie, and then it's gonna fast forward to like right after Endgame, and it's gonna be like the next trailer that they're gonna drop at the end of the movie is gonna be like her sister being like somebody calling her and being like, yes, this is Black Widow. What do you need?
So you mean they're bringing back Black Widow the mantle, not Natasha Romanoff?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Natasha Romanoff's dead, but hey, that's
I
canon.
like it. I like it.
I mean, I like it, but come on, man. Natasha Romanoff, bro. She was just so...
You just hate change, you old boomer.
No. This is about change. I probably like the new character. But it's just... Natasha Romanoff was one of the OGs. I wanted only one OG to die, and that was Tony Stark. I'm fine with Tony Stark dying.
But that's,
Captain America died, sort of.
He did not die. Come on, bro.
He's gonna die soon.
Technically, there's a plot hole. There's a plot hole about that. Captain America could easily be turned back into a youth again.
I got something to cover that plot hole. You ready?
There's a whole time machine that the Hulk made that makes people younger and older, and they can still use that thing on Steve Rogers. I know
Steve Rogers didn't want that.
He didn't want that. He wanted to grow old with his wife.
I mean, he'll still grow old, but then he can still. I had the experience now. Turn me back to a 25-year-old man.
That's not the point. He wanted to live a normal life.
I'm joking. You can't tell I'm joking.
The plot hole is being that if you go back in time, you lose the memory. It's not going to be the same as like if you went back in time per se. If your age is being reverted, you're losing those memories. He wanted to keep that. He wanted to die at this age. He was done living his life.
Oh,
he was supposed to live in the 40s, 50s.
Just ask
he was never supposed to. He was never supposed to live past Penny.
Also, if he just gets young again, it just ruins the whole movie.
I'm hip.
And another thing, Ed, is a lot of the if you really think about it, a lot of the old Avengers are quote unquote dying. Like they're gonna bring out She-Hulk. They confirmed that one.
Yeah, they confirmed that. Oh my gosh,
Tony Stark's dead, which means it's not going to be Iron. It's not going to. The next person coming up is Iron Lad. If he's even going to be in the movie, because it's Iron Man, then Iron Lad, then Iron Heart.
Yeah, I forget.
They could just skip right ahead to Iron Heart.
I forgot who did the reach. I think it was probably John, or I don't know, but somebody reached and said they're going to bring Riri Williams, but retcon it to be Shuri, since her name is Shuri. And I was just like, oh my god, no. I'm just like, oh my, I don't know, bro.
I mean, honestly, they could.
I mean, it's very plausible, but at the same time, just like I like her being the sidekick to Black Panther. To be real with you, which I hope.
I mean, it makes even more sense. It even makes more sense the fact that she's Black Panther's like fucking T'Challa's like sidekick, and she worked on his suit, so she already has really really advanced knowledge when it comes to creating biosuits and suits that could suits of armor essentially that fit to you and your person, like the person you are. So it makes sense for her to be Ironheart, but I mean at the same time, I kind of want to see them pull out Riri Williams. Like,
I don't know. I mean, other than Shuri, I don't think there's any other candidate, to be real. But and I'm talking in the universe wise, because I think it would feel really weird to have a random character be pulled out of nowhere. But by the way,
unless they made Zendaya fucking Riri, because I could be
no.
My mind almost got clouded. No, that can't happen.
She's already a character in Spider-Man anyway.
We're off on a tangent. Let's keep it rolling.
You're right.
Let's move on to the Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
So the Wonder Woman trailer. All right, I'll start with this one off. I hate the fact that they followed a prequel with another prequel. I hate that idea, especially since.
That's what you hate. That's what you hate.
Time out. There's a lot of things I hate, especially since the first movie ended.
You being one.
Stop.
Wait, what happened?
Especially if you missed it, you missed it.
Oh, God God damn it! I quit.
Yo, especially since the last movie ended with her back in present day. So what's gonna happen now? She gonna pull up a second photo and be like, "Oh, I remember this memory," and then whoosh, 1984, a whole nother flashback. Or she gonna go through a whole photo album until she goes back to present day? Like, come on now, like,
bro, her deja vu is gonna be something fierce.
Exactly, bro. I hate the fact. Look. Most movie franchises are only good for one prequel story, unless you're Star Wars, you could somehow pull off 3, which was a whole different beast in itself. But
even they got messy with it.
Exactly. So I'm just like, and I'm just like, so that's one. I hate the fact that it's another prequel story. I'm done with, Wonder Woman was already a good story in itself. It was a good origin story. We don't need another one. I want to see Wonder Woman.
What are we talking about? Wait, what's happening? What?
We're talking about Wonder Woman.
Are we? I thought. Oh, when did we switch? Holy fuck!
Damn, bro, we switched like right when I started talking.
Wow.
Right. But I want to see a modern day solo Wonder Woman movie, bro. Like,
well, we didn't do the review of this one yet. Why are we just switching into this?
No, DJ just did it.
Fuck! Help me!
Didn't this Moran just also give like a sentence not too long ago about the situation about the flashbacks?
I thought we were talking about with Black Widow.
No, we're talking about Wonder Woman right now, bro.
I thought we were talking about Black Widow.
I know. He probably wanted to say something about Taskmaster. Yeah, I know. John probably wanted to say that, but
sorry.
I don't know. I wanted to see a modern day Wonder Woman movie, like, and we're not getting that. This movie looks cringe. Like the scene where she cocked a gun and the bullet came out and she decides to knock it instead of this cat. Come on, bro. It's already moving in slow motion.
She could have just used it.
She could have.
Well, no, I think she's gonna hit it into someone.
I'm honestly interested to see the backstory on that one scene where she's like a child. It's like she was like 5 and she was like,
was that her? Was that her? Or was that just another little Amazonian girl?
I think it's another Amazonian girl.
I don't think that's her.
I don't think that's her. Because that would be stupid. That would be stupid to have a flashback within a flashback again.
Tiny Amazonian people. I'm down to see that. Let's see what these children got.
Be like Spy Kids. I fucking love Spy Kids.
I really don't know how I feel about this movie. I really don't know. The first one was amazing in my opinion.
Whose turn is it? My turn?
Go ahead, John.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a shit show in terms of continuity overall. So they basically ended the Justice League story with Superman coming back to life and just being in total disarray and not knowing what the fuck's going on, and they're trying to figure everything out. I don't understand how this furthers anything, because all of the movies are super separate, and it seems like DC's making no effort to sort of make them come together. You got Shazam way over here, you got Aquaman way over here, you got Batman sort of involved in that, but then Ben Affleck's not playing Batman anymore, so is that even still canon? You got Wonder Woman over here, and then she's sort of mixing with the Justice League, and then Cyborg and Flash just got a big middle finger, and Green Lantern is nowhere to be found. So I don't know how they're going to make this work. It seems like they're just flailing at what they're just sort of seeing what stuck to the wall once, and they're going back at it, and I'm really infuriated at that because they're literally
honestly they just need to do what they did the first time. Just drop everything, wait 5 years, and try to reboot again. They fucked up. It's okay. It happens. But you gotta just admit when you fuck up, take your L, and leave.
They should have just restarted, tried the Green Lantern movie again, because the whole Justice League story starts with Green Lantern. No one seems to get that right.
I'm not too...
You can't have it without Green Lantern. The Justice League starts with 3 people. Batman, Superman, and Green Lantern.
And Morgan Freeman.
Shut up, Anthony!
I think Morgan Freeman should play the new Green Lantern, honestly. Darkest day.
Fucking Morgan Freeman. He could be one of the I forget what they're called, the old Green Lantern people. I forget what they're called though.
Or the Martian fucking what's his name? Martian
Manhunter.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman was Martian Manhunter.
No, not Martian Manhunter. Fucking Idris Elba should be Martian Manhunter.
Whoa, Idris Elba should be fucking goddamn.
No, Denzel Washington.
No, Michael B. Jordan should be Green Lantern. If they're gonna do John Smith.
Bro, we
Mom's
want
not a good actor. Shut your fucking mouth.
Nah, John Smith. I don't like Michael B. Jordan playing John Smith, bro. I don't. He doesn't look old enough.
Okay,
Michael
so
B.
then
Jordan
Idris
needs to stay
Elba
in the
plays
ocean
John
where his
Smith.
ancestors died.
Yo, Michael B. Jordan could be the new Aqualad.
I can see that.
I can see that.
I can see that. I could definitely see that.
That'd be fucking flames.
Or they're trying to make
Proper
Aqualad
tangent.
gay. It means to fill it up like even better.
Yep.
Great. I've always wanted to see Michael B.
Sorry,
Jordan.
we're
kiss
getting
with a
off
dude.
topic. What the fuck? Shut up, DJ.
Yeah.
Go on.
Did no one see the fact that fucking she used her lasso to grab a lightning bolt?
Yeah, bro.
What?
That's
That happened?
bro, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
I
Yo,
was
yo,
gonna
yo.
say that shit
You
is
guys
fucked
tell
up.
me that you guys thought that was stupid?
So you didn't see me. Wait, hold on. Remember, yo, John, remember when I said who is she? Spider-Man? When I said that like 20 minutes ago, like 30 minutes ago, or whenever I said that before the podcast started. That's what I was referring to. She used her lasso to swing from a lightning bolt. Now I know this is supposed to be fiction.
Another lightning bolt.
From another lightning bolt, exactly, bro. Yo, I don't care if this is supposed to be fiction. I don't care that she's a goddess. I don't care that she came from some supernatural.
There might be some logic into that. I mean, Zeus is her papa.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, but come on now. It looked so
Zeus
retarded.
is her papa.
It looked retarded.
Papa Zeus.
Hey, we can't use slurs. in
It
the podcast.
looked stupid and terrible. Like I really do not like the idea. Hold up, Anthony, did you watch the trailer?
Yes, I did.
You did the Wonder Woman trailer.
Yes,
Yes, I watched the Wonder Woman trailer.
How'd you feel about that, by the way? Because I could go on and on
Came
about.
off as a bit corny.
You were horny?
Call upon the powers of money, girl.
These are facts.
Corny,
These are
bro.
facts.
It was very, very corny. First of all,
Nah,
look at
Anthony just needs one scene where she eats a meatball, so he'd be like, "Oh, perfect."
bro, look at the title, bro. The title is called Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, I hate the title. I really
That
do.
sounds
It's
like
gross.
that sounds like a
It's fucking
Battlefield
gross.
title, bro. That sounds like a Battlefield title. Battlefield 1943. Like it sounds
Why
like
does everything about her have to be related to fucking so far in the past? This bitch drives. Sorry, I didn't mean to call her bitch. That's rude. She fucking drives an invisible jet.
right.
She understands the future.
And we don't
Let's
have that
get
yet.
to it.
Why don't we have that yet? I want to see a modern day Wonder Woman movie, and they won't give it.
I
to
want to
us.
see her flying through the
I
sky,
want Eric's
looking like
opinion.
she's sitting in a chair. It's awesome.
Yeah, did Eric watch the trailer? Yo, Eric,
I want Eric.
is Eric still here? He's been quiet for a
Yeah.
minute. Yo, did you watch the Wonder Woman trailer?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's cool. I don't really. It's the same. I think it's gonna. I don't know.
He doesn't care, bro.
It's alright.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
care.
don't
He
Eric
don't
doesn't care.
care.
Eric
He doesn't care.
I can't really get much to it. It looked cool.
Eric's very selective when it comes to what Marvel
wait.
he invests in.
Listen to this. I'll tell you this. I'm a sucker for love stories, so I'll probably be watching that over the Black Widow. Because I like the dynamic duo between her and that dude that they got going on.
Yo, Gal Gadot
Yeah,
is
it's
so
so
hot.
crazy.
That's another thing, bro. He's back. He's alive. I liked it better when he was
Correct,
dead.
my friend.
I don't know, man. I think she has a one-up on Scarlett Johansson.
My
My opinion.
Yeah.
My
Wait.
Pause.
Wait.
Pause.
If you had to pick one between those two to marry, who are you picking?
I'm picking
Wonder
Black.
Woman?
Scarlett
Black
Johansson.
Widow.
Scarlett Johansson, bro. I'm picking Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm
Selling
sorry.
yourself short. Shut
I'm
up.
sorry. The person
No,
that plays.
Scarlett Johansson wins, and I will give you a reason why.
Why?
Scarlett Johansson was hot playing an AI.
Oh no.
Oh,
Ghost in the Shell?
that movie. No, not Ghost in the Shell. He's talking about the one where it was just her
Talking
voice.
about her.
When it was just her
Talking about
voice,
her.
right? Just her voice, right? Yeah, her. Yeah,
It's called
yeah.
Her.
That movie. But I know what he's talking about. It's the one where this dude
How
literally.
many people can be hot
I'm
playing
going,
an
I'm
AI?
going with Wonder Woman. Who's with me?
Not me, bro.
Me.
I'm sorry, bro.
Let's go.
She's good looking. She's good looking, but it's like I'm not. I feel like she's overrated in my opinion.
She made an AI attractive. A voice. It was
She's
attractive.
overrated?
She was a voice.
to me. Kind of like how DJ thinks Rihanna's ugly, but not to that extent.
Bro, it's just something about that forehead.
That's the best
Kick him.
part. That's
Kick
the
him.
best part.
Yeah, Kevin Gates said.
Sometimes
What
Rihanna
you
has
gonna
her
do?
days
Put
where
your
she-
fucking
Rihanna
tail on
has
that
her
shit?
days- Rihanna has her days where she looks like shit though, like dog shit.
Come
That's
on,
because she's
nah,
a fucking
nah.
person.
That's
Jesus.
every human being, bro. That's every
Bro.
human being.
That
I look
six
like
head
dog
got
shit
me
every
all fucked up. You could fit the entire Avengers
Yeah,
fucking
I look
goddamn
good every
movie
day,
series on that forehead.
If you shrink it down, right?
You heard?
You can take a projector and film on that bitch. You can watch.
All right,
Right.
to state
With me,
formally,
right?
keeping a stack is in full support of how beautiful Rihanna is. Keep doing your thing, baby.
Are we gonna let
Listen,
DJ just roast
listen.
Rihanna on the pod right
Rihanna
now?
looks like she has
You can take
Jupiter
a
on her
projector
forehead.
and put her fucking right there in front of you.
I
Just throw that
second the
shit
vote
right
to
on her
kick him
forehead.
immediately.
There goes DJ's any women fan base.
Number one, DJ. Remember, what DJ doesn't get a vote on women because whatever girl DJ's dating, he gets immediately in love with her, and everyone else is ugly.
I mean,
All
that's
right,
He
what's
so
probably
supposed to
thinks-
happen.
Here comes
No,
back
first
to
of all,
women.
no
though.
business out
DJ
there.
probably thinks his
Alright, yeah,
girlfriend's reflection is
business.
ugly because it's not her.
DJ probably had a poster of Lindsay Lohan on his bedroom wall.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? I mean, there was that
Anyway.
one time I did it. There's one chick who was like low-key addicted to Adderall. Shout out to Amanda Mitchell. But like,
Oh,
What the
God.
fuck? You can't be naming people on your dog.
I can do whatever I want. She's probably drugged
True.
out somewhere anyways.
Yo, we get lit on the 6 step pod today,
We're
baby.
banned.
Keep it a stack.
Anyways.
Yo, we're
stack.
shitting on exes. Yo, we're shitting on exes. Man, let me
Keep
get
it a stack. Oh, chill.
Got one for you.
Tiffany. Fuck Tiffany.
Oh,
In
chill.
behalf of Ed, because Ed doesn't have the balls to say it. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'll stomp her out for you, Ed.
Damn, that's
I'll
crazy.
do it.
We're
I'll fight
living,
a girl.
we're living in a better life here. You keep that negative, crazy, psycho shit on that side. We live in
Thought you were gonna
positivity.
We are
Thought you were
way
gonna
off
bring
topic.
up the.
That
Thought
is
you were gonna bring
crazy.
up what's her face.
That is
The
that.
fucking the stroller thief. They see me strolling.
Yo,
I
we
got
are
a
getting
baby.
way off
I
topic.
miss you.
Way off topic.
Back on base.
But-
Anyways, so to get back on this, since we've been talking a lot about Marvel and DC, let me ask y'all something. What's better? Don't butcher it. Just a straight answer: Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
You can't know. You can't know.
DC's got better
You have
comics
to-
and Marvel's got better movies.
Okay.
You're
What are we
stranded-
talking
listen,
about?
Wait,
What are we talking
listen.
about here,
Okay,
though?
okay,
What are we
I
talking
got you.
about?
Ready? You're stranded on an island, and you can only watch. There's nothing else. No Overwatch. No One Piece. No nothing. There's only two things in existence: Marvel and DC.
Marvel.
You
Marvel
have
what, though?
listen, shut up. Every Marvel comic, movie, anything that's ever been made by Marvel, and then everything with DC. Marvel movie, everything. Comics, movies, tapes, vinyl, whatever you want. A picture drawn by a little kid. I don't care. Anything that's DC
Are we
versus
including?
anything
Are
that's
we
Marvel.
including video games
And
as
you're
well?
stuck- Video games as well, yes. Video games as well. And you're stuck on an island, and these are the only two things you could have for the rest of your life.
DC.
Marvel.
For entertainment.
Marvel.
DC.
Marvel. All the way. Marvel.
DC.
Which one
Marvel.
has titties? Which one has
Marvel.
more titties? I'm eventually gotta beat my meat, bro. So which one has titties?
I
Oh
can't.
my god, bro.
I'll answer that question with 2 words, DJ. Power Girl.
All right, DC.
Marvel. Yeah, I must have
Well,
forgot.
Marvel.
Yeah, I must have forgot
Steven,
what. Yeah, I must have
Anthony?
forgot what Scarlet Witch looked like in the comics, bro.
Yeah.
Ed, you must have forgot that.
Hold on, Steven.
I've always been a big Batman fan, so DC.
Oh shit, it's pretty even here. I think we got 3 and 3.
I think we're gonna have to settle this in Overwatch, boys.
Ed, you must have forgot that one of your favorite fighting games is DC based.
Injustice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm hip. I know, but also my favorite video game. What is that? My favorite one player video game. My favorite cartoon series and my favorite movies are all from Marvel.
What cartoon series is your favorite that's Marvel?
The Amazing
Spider-Man.
No Spider-Man, the 1994 version.
Spooderman.
What about Justice League and Justice League Unlimited?
They're gems. No, they're gems.
Batman Brave and the
Come on,
Bold, Batman Beyond.
they're gems. Don't get me wrong, they are gems. But here's the thing: I grew up a huge Spider-Man fan. I'm talking.
Fucking Crypto the Super Dog,
Bro,
my dude.
bro,
What
they're
do you-
they're.
Crypto?
Did you not
Who
hear
cares
me?
about crypto?
I said they're gems. I said that I'm acknowledging their prestige. But like I said, you're asking me.
Static Shock.
You're asking me for what I would pick. I'm not picking for you. I'm picking for me.
Good cartoon that Marvel put out was the
Why
X-Men
are you
series.
trying to advocate for me? I said I want Marvel.
This is unbelievable. Okay.
Bro,
you want to hear what else is unbelievable? Y'all want to hear what else is unbelievable? The fact that the patch is dropping tomorrow for Overwatch.
time out. We're not. Hold on. We just started this. Hold on. Time out.
Just started. It's been an hour.
Marvel versus DC. No, we just started this.
Oh man.
We took too long on the reviews on the
other joint. Yeah, that's what it was, honestly.
But keep going.
But Marvel. Here's the thing. Only thing from DC I really like, honestly, is just anything Batman related. So what John mentioned, Batman the Brave and the Bold,
Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond, all the movies pretty much, the Killing Joke, all
Teen
them jokes.
Teen Titans.
You're right, Teen Titans. Yeah, that's true. The Arkham games,
Young
Justice. What was another one? The Dark Knight trilogy. That's the thing though. That's just Batman. Batman is really the only character I can really say.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel is the only thing Superman related I actually like. Other than that, I don't like Superman. I've said this from day one. Superman is one of the most overrated,
Arrow, Flash,
overwritten.
Both of which you binged your life out of.
I liked the TV shows. I didn't really like the characters outside of the TV shows. Let me get into this, John. Jesus.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. No, stop. That's Marvel.
That's Marvel. Whoa. But
Wow.
outside of just Batman,
I hated Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I don't really. Whoa, we'll get that. But time out. I'll get to that in a second.
No, no. We're gonna leave that one alone.
No. I said you will leave it alone, DJ. You're not gonna say anything. I will monitor that one.
Oh shit, mama.
Yo, but outside of Batman, I don't really rock with DC like that. I see. I cannot overlook the flaws in every other DC in every other DC hero. Like,
I feel like you're giving the DCU too much credit.
No.
DC
I'm not talking about the movies. I'm talking about the characters, like down to the raw.
Other than the movies, DC is flawless.
Time out. I'm not talking about their works. I'm talking strictly of what the characters are and who they are.
Okay.
Outside of Batman, I see so many flaws in so many of these characters, bro. Flash was created, Flash was created as a reset button for the entire DC franchise. They just happen to build a good story around
Marvel
them.
Doesn't have one of those.
If they do, I haven't come across that yet. Here's the thing: I was more in
How
tune.
many times has X-Men
Can I explain my point here? This, John, I know you're passionate about this. Let me get my point across, please. I was more in tune with DC Comics compared to Marvel Comics. The Marvel Comics weren't really a big thing for me until I turned around, I want to say 18, 19 years old. When I was younger, I was more into the DC Comics. The fact that Green Arrow was essentially written to be a was written to be a copy of Batman. So was Shazam to be a copy of Superman. They've split out and admitted this. The fact that there's so many flaws and so many characters, I can't really. What's the word? I can't get jiggy with it. Pretty much, I like them, but it's like Superman. He has like 40 different authors. I mean, every comic book hero honestly has a lot of authors, but with each author that comes to Superman, they keep adding more and more abilities, and it doesn't mess with me. I'm just like, bro, why can't they just keep him, solid? He has what he has, and that's it. And the stories in DC aren't that relatable to real life experiences outside of the political stuff with the some of the homosexuality stuff and all the other stuff they go through. But like the reason I like Spider-Man so much was because he was so relatable. Teenage kid, suffers through acne.
Teenage white kid.
No. Talk about Peter. I didn't say Spider-Man. I didn't say Peter Parker. I said Spider-Man. Because the thing about Spider-Man is when you see Spider-Man on a panel, it could be anybody in that. Like we all know it's a white boy in there, but if you show Spider-Man to somebody who doesn't know who Spider-Man is, which is impossible in this day and age, but if you show Spider-Man to some person who's never seen Spider-Man, it could be anybody under that mask. He could be black, he could be white, he could be Asian, he could be whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Can't be.
No. I'm saying the moment when you just see Spider-Man, because the thing is, when you see Spider-Man, you don't see a race, you don't see all you see is the suit. You just see Spider-Man.
Some red nigga swinging through the city.
So like, that's why like Marvel's so relatable to me. Just exclusively Spider-Man. But DC, I like DC and all, but it's just Spider-Man and Marvel. Just, I mean, obviously the movies are better. I mean, whatever. Only thing I give DC,
Ed, I will give you that.
Only thing DC got over Marvel, honestly, is their animated.
DC has some shit that's relatable though, like the Batman one.
I will give you that. So see, that's the thing, Ed. I'll give you that one.
Wait. Batman's story is relatable.
John was talking first. Time out. John was talking first. Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead,
So
John.
I see you, Ed. So you say you like Marvel because of how relatable and down to earth it is. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
See, I can give you that one because I like DC for the opposite reason. When I want to see superheroes, I want to see grand scam, out of this world type shit. I don't want it to be relatable. I want it to be some shit I've never seen before. I want to be transported. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'll give you that. But what I can say is that you gave a lot of points that seem to me to be a little bit hypocritical.
I mean, like I said, I wasn't really too keen of the Marvel comics. Like so, if there was stuff in the Marvel comics in the DC comics that were also shaded in the Marvel comics, I clearly don't know about them, which I will admit to right now. But obviously, like I said, the movies are better. The only thing DC got over Marvel are their animated works, like by a million miles. On like DC's animated department is probably the best animation department in the United States right now.
It's the reason why their movies were allowed to fail and they were still able to stay afloat.
I mean, but here's DC though. Here's what they hate about DC. DC has no excuse about all these terrible movies though. They have no excuse. They own all their characters. They own all their characters and they can't even do it right. Whereas Marvel, on the other hand, had to scrap up what they had with just Iron Man and the Hulk. And
that makes sense. They had to work harder for it so that they appreciate it more. Marvel doesn't appreciate it, and DC doesn't appreciate it, and they're rushing.
That's true. That's a fair statement. Yeah.
But Eric wanted to say something. We would go on forever, Ed.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I was gonna say Batman has some Batman's relatable because they said they had no relatable.
No. I said outside. I said outside of Batman.
How the fuck is Batman relatable?
He has some relatable stories, bro.
Batman is a billionaire.
No. Yeah, but he's still a kid. In his head, he's still a kid, bro. Batman is still a little boy. Like
outside of that instance in his life, that's the only thing.
But that's
after that, he's a billionaire who got trained by a magical ninja on a mountain.
But here's the thing, though. That's the persona. He's a billionaire by persona. It's a mask. They said this. Batman being a billionaire is he uses it as a front to not be detected as Batman. Batman,
we're talking about we're talking about his relatability here.
I mean, yeah, like on the mental side of Batman, he's relatable.
Still a fucking billionaire.
I mean, yeah, he is a billionaire, but so is Tony Stark, and him, suffering about, I can't relate to Tony Stark. I'll say that, but people
with that logic, you can relate to any character on any level. Then
I can't.
Being the only one of his kind.
Fucking Martian Manhunter. He's a person whose whole planet was destroyed. He came for the planet. His whole family, everyone he ever knew was gone, and he's alone on a new planet. How many people have ever been in a situation where everyone they've moved somewhere, everyone they know is gone?
He's a green alien. We don't care about him, bro.
But you care about Piccolo.
He's still
but you care about Piccolo. But you care about Piccolo.
Yeah, but Piccolo's black.
It's different. Piccolo's my dad.
Piccolo's black. That's why. So we love Piccolo.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on Piccolo being black. Please don't get me started on that.
Piccolo's
all your points are counterpoints to themselves. You're arguing with yourselves.
He said, P-I-C. What they really want.
Piccolo's not black.
He's DMX.
Yeah, he is, dude.
Yes, he is, dude.
His voice actor was white.
Then he's a Puerto Rican trying to be black from the
So was Cleveland's. What's your point?
I know Cleveland's not black either. They couldn't get a black person to play Cleveland.
No, what they really want.
I was about to say Cleveland's a black guy from Virginia. Then I thought about it. Wait, I'm from Virginia.
Retard.
You're both black guys.
Well, actually, Ed.
Yo, Eric, chill.
Don't do that.
Eric, chill.
Moving on.
Hold up, Eric.
What's the next point?
Wait.
DJ, get to the next point about the Minecraft.
Penis?
Yeah, so hey guys, if you didn't know, Bedrock Edition's coming to PS4. Everybody who's watching this, probably just Barsky and Jazz, whatever.
Shout out to them too.
Like, it's totally coming to PS4. So basically what that means is that everything that PlayStation, that a PC has, and Xbox and Switch, we're gonna have it too. It's gonna be crossplay, everybody, and with this next update coming out tomorrow, Busy Bees, we're gonna be getting bees put into Minecraft.
All right, why you sound like a salesman, bro? Just talk normally, my nigga.
I am
about ray
talking
tracing?
normally. I'm trying
What
not
about
to
ray
fucking.
tracing?
Wait,
Shut
that
up,
goes
I'm gonna
back
get to
tomorrow?
that. Yeah, I was gonna
Ray
get to
tracing?
that.
That's not coming to console. Ray tracing not coming to console.
Guys,
Sadly.
Shut up! I'm trying to fucking talk. So, one, the ray tracing is fucking beautiful, but Nvidia made it explicitly clear that it's not coming to PS4. Maybe PS5, not PS4.
And this is news
also,
because
it's still in the
so
like.
excited! Oh my god, to play Minecraft.
It's because it's still in the like early works. Like the only thing they have like people have played with ray tracing. Like there's an option for it to like put from Nvidia, but it's like super buggy. Like one guy who did it, this is like maybe 3 weeks ago. He was trying to use his fishing rod and it kept disappearing because he had ray tracing on.
damn.
That's funny as shit.
I can't see it. My rod is gone, but the lights look beautiful.
No. It's like not even like, oh yeah, my rod's gone. Like it was gone. Like he used it and then it just disappeared.
Well, what I
Not
saw
even
on Twitch was a lot of streamers who did use it were actually not using ray tracing itself. They're using a shader pack for it.
Yeah, because using the actual ray tracing, it's causing bugs. There's a lot of bugs with it still, so it's nowhere near ready. And honestly, by the
That's
time it
crazy.
is ready, it's going to be closer to like
The launch of
summertime.
PS5.
Yeah, it's going to be closer to the launch of PS5. Which
Oh
means
my
summertime
goodness, bro!
next year.
Imagine a world where Minecraft becomes buggy. That's crazy.
Right. Also, with busy bees, as I was saying, a lot of the farms that people have been using for Minecraft are going to be going away. So if anybody wants to farm up anything in the next 3 hours, is the time to do that. Tomorrow is when it drops.
Word.
Wait, why? Why can't you farm no more?
They're patching all of the farms.
Why?
Because they're cheating.
Wait, how? I don't get it. What?
Not the not the cow farms. I'm talking about the like emerald farms and the iron farms and the shit like that.
Oh, Tariq's in chat. Hey.
Those things are getting patched out. Glass farms, shit like that. The bamboo farms.
Oh, like automatic cobblestone making shit like
Yeah,
that.
the hopper shits. Yeah, those are all getting destroyed.
Whoa. Like the iron farms and all that stuff. I just learned how to make them, Jones. Jesus.
Yeah, well, they're all getting fucking taken out in
Wait,
1.4.
why?
Why?
Hold on.
Because
Why?
they're cheating. Because they're cheating.
How is it cheating?
How is it cheating?
Wait,
Tell me, people built these
XP
things though.
farms too?
You're exploiting the system in
Yeah.
order to get excess amounts of material.
It's not exploiting it. It's within
Bruh,
the game.
it's within the game's. You're pretty much.
Exactly. And
I-
so now the
no,
game's
I
rule
guess-
makers are changing the rules.
I guess what DJ's saying is the developers look at it as players are bending the rules of the nature of Minecraft, so they're just gonna patch the whole thing. I mean, but
It's
I
like
hate
when
that.
Callus used to. It's like when Callus used to not fucking do this fucking stupid ass thingy with when dogs wouldn't show up or some stupid shit, or dogs wouldn't notice you, and you could just kill all the dogs. in
I-
fucking
That was an
Destiny 2.
actual bug, though. Like
See,
this is like
that don't
the
require
rules of
skill.
The game state that you can do these things, so you do these things in a certain way that gives you an edge, and they're taking that away from you.
My
Fuck
thing,
Mahjong.
no, my thing is what pisses me off is the fact that this thing wasn't like a glitch or anything that anyone has access to. You need to know how to make these things. These are actually things that are hard to build. Like, yo,
Yeah, but
DJ,
I mean,
These farms are like
Tell me.
about it.
Yo, DJ, remember when I built that iron farm in creative the other day? Like, it was just you and I in there. You were spawning all those little mobs and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm
Bro.
not saying it's not hard. So listen to this one. I'm not saying it's not hard, but if you read, and don't fucking start getting on my ass about this one, when you read the code behind a lot of these shits, it's just a lot of if and else's. Like, it's literally just like if this enemy is within this many blocks of this thing, then this happens. And it's like with PC, because it came from PC, you can literally read the code behind what's going on with every single step of shit going on. You can break into these games. So people found out these things, figured out the rules, and were like, all right, let's bend them. It's literally just the game makers going in and changing a couple of fucking if and else's in there. It's literally just being like, so they're gonna be like, when this happens, instead of it being like within fucking 5 meters of a zombie, a fucking villager can go this and that. It's literally just gonna change into like, when there's a zombie, there's a zombie. They're just gonna probably delete a couple pieces of code and fucking, it's it. It's over.
DJ started learning more about coding. Now he's become on the developer side. He's the enemy now.
He's the enemy now. No.
He's trying to filter
No,
us.
he's not. No, he's not. We get, DJ, you stay there now. You could be the bug. You hear that? You're the bug.
Exactly. Everybody needs a bug on the inside,
You
my
need a
guy.
bug.
He's Agent Smith.
Keep talking shit, Eric.
Nah,
Eventually you're gonna be
dog.
Agent Smith
Nah,
too.
DJ's Black Widow.
I'm weak.
I've always wanted to be Natasha Romanoff.
Mr.
You think I'm gonna look?
Yeah,
You
Mr.
think I'll look
Anderson.
good in spandex? Y'all think I'm gonna look good in spandex? Oh yeah. Black
And
Widow.
what else is going on? So are we gonna get like every single game mode too? Like we're gonna able to have Hunger Games on PS4?
Yep, we're gonna get access to all of the Minecraft store and everything that PC has access to. We're gonna have access to.
Whoa, what do they have on the store that we don't have? Whoa.
Mashups, the shit you were just talking about, things like that. Like there's a lot of mods and stuff. Like all of this is coming to PS4 tomorrow.
What?
You don't have to buy any new edition. Literally, as long as you have the game, it'll just the update will download, and then you'll have it.
What? Oh my god, Minecraft's better get so I'm better start a new world. Steven! Never mind. We'll talk off pod about this little spin-off we're gonna have, me and you.
Also, speaking of patches and things happening, man, oh man, who is ready for tomorrow?
Not me.
Overwatch.
Not me, bro. Yo. Tell me who's about to be on tomorrow morning, bro? Because I'm about to play the old patch until that patch comes out. It comes out at 2:00 tomorrow. I'm not.
I am.
I'm not.
I'll be on in the morning. How early though?
I might be up around like I'm gonna try to be up around like 7. So that's sorry, 8, 9 o'clock ish. Not 7. I could.
I get out of work at like 9:30. I'll be home by like.
I'll be at work
10:30. Then. But I gotta finish up.
Yeah, John's out of the question, bro. You're 14 hours ahead. You're out of the question, bro.
Man, I have work tomorrow, so
I'll be on in the morning.
Well, I'm gonna be playing that joint with or without you guys. Because look, one of my favorite heroes is getting nerfed. I'm just like, bro. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for the movement buff
or a buff.
It's a nerf.
We're not gonna know until tomorrow, Ed.
Honestly, though, I think it cancels out. Honestly, your Overwatch put out a video about how positioning is gonna be a big thing in the meta. I'm gonna watch that after the pod. I should have watched that before. So honestly, I don't know what to expect for tomorrow, bro. I'm really scared. I'm really scared, bro. But yo, I know we explained this. I don't want to re-explain what's going on. I mean, we did this on the last episode, so it'd be a waste of air to just go ahead and go over it. But pretty much, shields are going down, armor's going back up, speed bust for Ryan and Orisa. Genji's clip got increased from 24 to 30. What else was there? I think that was it.
His dad.
Zarya's ammo increase.
Yeah, Zarya's ammo increase. No. It was ammo usage decrease. That's what it was. The ammo's the same size. She has 100 in her clip, but a grenade uses 20 instead of 25. That's what it was. But there really isn't much to talk about Overwatch other than the fact that it's going out live tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna stream it tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Eric, you down for that tomorrow morning? We can stream that joint.
Yeah,
we can stream. I'm thinking of streaming on Twitch instead of streaming on YouTube. But then again, Twitch saves the videos. I mean, YouTube saves the videos. I'm not too sure. I was talking to somebody at Sprint today.
Can't you just save that clip from YouTube from Twitch?
Nah, you can't.
Upload it to YouTube?
Nah, I mean you could save it. And I think it stays up on your page for 14 days, something like that. And then if you have Twitch Prime, I think it stays up there permanently. But I don't know. You would have to download the video off of Twitch. I mean, if that's possible, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Twitch just yet. But I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch once I get familiar with it. But we can stream on YouTube tomorrow, just to have the footage and everything. But besides Overwatch, the main thing that I want to talk about, we all know this is coming, bro. And Anthony.
Oh, I forgot about this one.
Anthony, I want Anthony to top this one off, bro. To start this one off, bro. Yo, Anthony.
Sorry. It was fire.
Yo, so you heard the diss track from Nick Cannon, right?
Well, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So before we get started on this, John, does anybody know the story behind why Nick Cannon dissed Eminem?
No, I don't.
Let's inform them.
Okay. All right. Let me inform. So Fat Joe, we all know Fat Joe. Fat Joe, Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, and Eminem dropped a track on Fat Joe's album. I forgot the name of the actual album, but the name of the song is called Lord Above. I think Dre did his verse, was the opening verse, and then Fat Joe went second, and the closing verse was Eminem. In like the first 15 or 30 seconds of the song, he talks about how he throws like a two-liner shot at both Mariah Carey and Nick, and then that was it. The rest of the, I mean, I listened to. I was reading the lyrics as I was listening to the track. By the way, the album was called Family Ties. It came out not too long ago. But the rest of the rest of his verse had nothing to do with Nick Cannon. It was just like the beginning of the verse. I'm gonna pull up the lyrics in a second, so you guys can have some type of background knowledge of what the hell he was talking about. But pretty much, Eminem didn't really diss Nick Cannon like that. It was all things that he said before in the past, you know. And then I guess Nick Cannon ran with it and got his whole crew to drop a whole diss track on him. Which, you know, Anthony, go ahead. Let's hear your opinions on that.
First of all, the diss was garbage. Second, Nick Cannon has like no reason to be rapping, bruh. I mean, he just needs to stick to Wild 'N Out. That's his lane. And then third, Eminem should even respond to Nick Cannon because Nick Cannon's a piece of shit. Like, this is probably the worst diss I've ever heard. The worst diss.
I thought it was pretty fire.
I'd rather listen to Lil B rap.
Little who?
Hey, Lil B's a good rapper.
Oh, Little B. Okay.
He's a good rapper? Okay, alright.
I didn't say great.
He's not even good.
Okay, well, hold on.
No. Here's what Eminem said. Here's what him. So I got the lyrics. Here's what Eminem said. He said, "I know me and Mariah didn't end up on a high note, but the other dudes whipped. That pussy got him neutered. Tried to tell him his chick's a nut job, for he got his jewels clipped. Almost got my caboose kicked. Fool, quit. You're not gonna do shit. I let her chop my balls off before I lose to you, Nick." That was pretty much it. That was the whole diss right there. And then everything else was just him being Eminem, you know, talking about how he's rich, and his flow on this song's pretty good, honestly. But other than that, there was nothing here about Nick, and I'm just like, okay. And so he decides to, you know, squad up with like what, 3 other people to drop a diss track on him, and I'm just like, all right, he's just chasing clout at this point.
Well, hold on, not just 3 other people, bro. Nick Cannon, I feel like he knew his lyrical ability was not going to be enough to suffice. So he brought in some of the biggest battle rappers in the game, which is a smart move in my opinion.
I don't know, man.
Their verses were pretty heat.
I don't know, bro. He also brought in Suge Knight. That could cause problems.
He brought in Hitman Holla, Charlie Clips.
I mean, yeah, I know, but he also brought in Suge Knight.
So,
are you forgetting who Eminem's affiliated with?
I'm not. I have no idea who Suge Knight is. I'm not gonna lie.
Suge Knight is the dude that sat in the car with Tupac when Tupac got shot up.
Yo, you know who Jay Prince is now? You know who Jay Prince is? Suge Knight was the Jay Prince in the 90s.
I don't know who that is either.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty much, Suge Knight is, in theory, the person that got Tupac killed. He was the head of Death Row Records. You know, he was pretty much Tupac's boss. You know, whole West Coast, East Coast.
I think it was confirmed now that he was the one that got Tupac killed.
At this point, bro,
he ended up confessing. Not like
actually, it was Orlando Brown that killed Tupac, bro.
Nigga, what?
What?
Y'all don't know who Orlando Brown is?
Off of That's a Raven?
Alright, but no. Alright, remember?
Oh my god.
That's the only Orlando Brown I know.
No, let me break it down for you. You remember when Tupac got into that fight in the casino after the Mike Tyson
fight? After the Mike Tyson fight? Yeah.
Yes.
Remember that dude they beat up?
Yes. That was Orlando Brown.
He was a Crip. So, immediately after that, he rolled up with like 4 other people. They put up to the same stoplight that Tupac was at.
Yeah.
And they rode up on him and they killed him.
Has that been confirmed?
That's been known.
Since when? I used to do research on this thing, bro. I've never came across that info. 90. Whoa.
Like, what do you mean, bro? What?
That's
been the fucking what?
I don't know. That sounds like word of mouth stuff. I don't know.
No, man, that's not word of mouth.
I'll look that up again, man.
That's been known, bro.
I'll look it back up.
Ed spent an entire summer figuring out what happened to Tupac.
I did, bro. But back when I was living in Maryland, bro, I spent my entire summer from like my junior year looking up what happened with Tupac, and all the answers led to more questions, so I gave up. I was losing hair. I lost 20 pounds. I'm not doing that again. I'm being so serious. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like you can ask anyone in my family, bro. I did more research in those 2 months that I did in my entire 18 years in high school in school, bro. It was ridiculous.
Even Orlando Brown's uncle was in the car with him.
That's crazy.
He even did it.
Dude, I mean, there's like a video of it too. He got into that fight, and that's exactly what happened.
We'll save that for another day. I don't want to
look it up right now.
Yeah, I don't want to veer off into the whole thing about Tupac's death. But pretty much, John, Suge Knight is affiliated with pretty much West Coast. Not West. Is it West Coast?
Yeah, West Coast Bloods.
West Coast Bloods.
Bro,
yeah.
Central Records, man.
Yeah,
Come
pretty
on.
much. No, I was just trying to make sure I get everything right. I'm good, bro. I'm good. But pretty much what people were saying is getting Suge Knight involved was a bad move because now you're gonna get Dre is gonna be conflicted about this and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, if they're gonna gang up on Eminem, there's gonna be, Royce is he's gonna try to step in there. 50's gonna step in there. Jordan Lucas's dick riding ass is gonna step in there.
You're going too deep.
No, bro, come on. Jordan Lucas was ready to jump.
Yellow Wolf?
No, hell no. Jordan Lucas was listen. Jordan Lucas was willing to step in with the whole MGK thing. He even tweeted about this. Both him and
because he wanted clout. He might reply to Nick. Yeah, you're right.
But look, I'm trying to tell you, Royce is definitely gonna get his foot in there if multiple. I'm trying to Royce and Eminem they go back way too far.
Oh hell yeah!
Royce is definitely gonna step in there.
Yeah, they had beef for a long time.
Royce is gonna step in there. And then of course 50's trolling ass is gonna step in there. Come on now.
Yeah.
Those two are confirmed. They're gonna
they're not gonna step in. It's not gonna.
Bro, 50 has Eminem's back until he dies, bro.
Listen to me. This is gonna die in a week. No, this is gonna die in 3 days. Eminem's not gonna reply. This is the end of it. It's not gonna go anywhere.
That's true. Because the same thing happened with MGK.
It's not gonna go anywhere.
The same thing happened with MGK. When MGK dropped Rap Devil last year, like it died out for a little bit. Eminem had a whole interview and everything.
Maybe M will reply, but that's about it. It might
I
not
want to
even
hear
go
Joe
that
Budden's
deep,
take.
Oh, I don't want to hear his take because Joe Budden's biased. I'm sorry.
I want to hear this.
Joe Budden.
I want to hear Joe Budden's
I
take.
want to hear it, but I already know Joe Budden's going to be extremely biased. He's gonna be off the. Oh man, that was a really good diss track. Like, come on, Joe Budden. He's opinionated.
He hates him, bro.
He hates him, bro.
But he calls trash when he sees trash,
bro. And he also doesn't give credit, bro. No. He calls out trash, but if it's trash, targeted towards Eminem, he's gonna praise it. He said Rap Devil was better than Killshot.
It was.
No, It
Maybe
was,
that's his opinion.
No. On a melodic level and onto the ear,
that's
it was.
That's his opinion. He's right though, but that's his opinion.
But he wasn't talking about. But his thing was he wasn't talking about like the diss or anything like that. He was talking about as a song. Yes, as a song, Rap Devil was better than Killshot. I will say that. I've bumped Rap Devil a lot. It sounds way better than Killshot, but as a diss, nah, Rap Devil doesn't compare to Killshot, and that's the thing. He was saying.
Well, but that's his opinion, so. He's right in his own way.
See, that's the problem right there. You're gonna say you just said he's gonna call out trash if it's trash. Everybody knew Rap Devil wasn't a good diss because everything he said in Rap Devil was already heard. In fact, everything that Nick Cannon said in this track was things that people have already said. Oh, you're 47 chasing clout. What's up?
The difference is?
What's up?
Is the delivery. Like with MGK, everything was like so focused and like you could tell like he thought that out. With Nick Cannon, it just seemed like he just freestyled and threw some people on there, or
it felt more like a cipher. Now that you mentioned it, it did feel more like a cipher. I don't know, but there was nothing new. There was nothing new that was said because everything he said there was for everything that they all said was something that I've heard before. Oh, your name is Eminem. Shouldn't that be on the side of a pistol? I'm like, bro, okay, I've heard that before. Your Eminem is a perfect name because you're a nut. Yeah, I've heard that before. You're old chasing clout. Yeah, we've all heard that before. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a good diss. And my thing is, Eminem dissed him 10 years ago, and he replies now. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, I know I'm an Eminem stan and everything. Yes, I know I'm an Eminem stan, but like I said, I give credit where credit is due. When MGK came at Eminem, I gave him credit because that was a good diss in terms of like.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. This Nick track was better than the MGK.
No.
What was said?
Oh, you're bugging.
He said more disrespectful shit than
No,
MGK.
but it wasn't original though. Everything that was said there was stuff that's already said before. Come on, Elvis Pusley. What? What? Come on.
Yeah, that was pretty whack.
That was what?
That was pretty whack, dude. The fact that he like rhymed invitation with retaliation. The fuck,
bro. It's his delivery at the end of the day, bro. It's not what you say.
I hate the fact that he got a whole bunch of people with him too. Like, come on.
Like, bro, MGK.
Well, I think it's just for cloud, so he could invite.
It is for cloud, bro. I
think it's so he could be on Wild 'N Out.
Eminem's not going to Wild 'N Out. He's chasing Eminem's not going. Eminem doesn't do anything outside of going in his house, bro. Come on, we all know this. Eminem doesn't leave the house. He's not going on. He's not going to go on Wild 'N Out. Eminem doesn't even. Come on, he's not going to go on Wild 'N Out. He's not going to Wild 'N Out, bro. That's one thing we know for sure. He's too high profile. He's not doing it.
Facts.
He has a house.
I mean, he has a person up.
Not to mention, if they did do the battle on the Wild 'N Out, they wouldn't be able to air it because they have to bleep out so much.
Not true. Eminem knows how to control himself on TV, bro.
No,
but if they really want to go toe to toe, they need to go toe to toe.
Now, if they you mean like a serious battle? Oh, I thought you mean like to be goofing around a while and out. Oh, if you're talking about a serious battle, then they can't air that. Nah, they can't air that. But if they want to be goofballs, then yeah, Eminem fits right in because he's a goofball. I mean, look up any of Eminem. Look at any of his interviews, bro. He's a goof. He's a clown. But you know. Yeah, whatever. But he just tweeted. He just tweeted like just now.
Breaking news.
Bro, Marshall Mathers just tweeted. He said, "I demand an apology, Nicholas." He said, "You've made Mark Gardner so jealous." I am not joking, bro. He literally just tweeted this at 9:20 p.m.
Demand an apology, Nicholas.
I'm sending a screenshot to the chat, bro. He legit, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy. He legit just tweeted this. I'm weak. I demand an apology, Nicholas. You've made Mark Gardner so jealous. What? What the hell? That's what he's supposed to mean. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, he's about to respond to that. If not, then he's just clowning him. Oh my goodness. But
of course, he's just clowning him. Bro.
He's not. I mean, if he was. I was already surprised that he responded to MGK. I don't expect him to reply to Nick Cannon. Come on, who's Nick Cannon, bro? I mean, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, compared in the hip hop industry, Nick Cannon's a nobody. Honestly,
he's laughable, bro.
Like he's a corny mess. Don't get me wrong, I like Nick Cannon. Don't get me wrong, but in the eyes of hip hop, I'm just like, bro, you had your moment.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Nick Cannon may be a cornball rapper, but what Nick Cannon does well is he knows how to put his money in the right places, and he has his hands in a lot of shit. No. I'm not talking
about that. That's him on the business side, bro. That's him on the business side. On the actual on the production side of it, bro. The actual music side, nah. Come on, man. You can't say hip hop. I mean, you can't say hip hop respects Nick Cannon.
Cannon has his hands in production.
I didn't say no. I mean, you can't say hip hop respects Nick Cannon like the actual.
They don't have to respect his flow, but they will respect his money.
I'm not talking about money. You don't understand what I'm saying, bro. We're not talking about money. I understand Nick Cannon is a huge businessman in the hip hop, in the hip hop industry. I understand that. I'm talking about when it comes to actually getting behind the mic. That's what I mean. Who respects Nick Cannon? Come on.
Nobody does.
Let's be real. Come on.
All right, whatever. You guys are just haters.
No, I'm not.
First of all, wait. Let me school.
Hold on, bro.
Let me school. If anyone should have respect for him, it should be you as an MC yourself because it takes courage and balls to get on the mic and spit something, even if it is trash.
I never said me. I never said I disrespected him. That's not what I'm talking from the outside looking in. I'm talking about from looking at both sides. Where Nick Cannon look, if you go on Twitter right now, everyone is clowning Nick Cannon right now. Whereas when MGK put a track out, everybody has his support. You know what I'm saying? Even though everybody knew MGK had no chance to beat Eminem, they all had his support. Nick Cannon, he comes in, they're clowning the mess out of him. What does that tell you?
Because it's trash.
And that's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. Nick Cannon is not a respectable MC.
He just doesn't have that skill set.
No, he's not. He's not. In the eyes of hip hop, he's not a respectable MC. He's not.
He's garbage, bro. When it comes to rapping, he's garbage.
I'm not saying all that Anthony's saying, but pretty much that's what Anthony.
He's garbage. I'm sorry. He is garbage.
Like he had his moments.
Nah,
Don't get
dude,
me. He
he's
had his
fire,
time.
bro.
He had
Chill
his
out.
time.
No, Nick
But
Cannon is garbage.
come on.
Bro.
People look at him as they're looking at him as a Nickelodeon rapper, bro. Come on.
Bro,
No,
man.
I'm being so
right.
serious. People call him the Nickelodeon rapper. The dude is on Nickelodeon. He hosts. What the Masked Singer,
Yo.
whatever that show is on.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, come on,
Nick
bro.
Cannon is like J. Cole, bro. Chill out.
All right,
first of all, you need to leave
no,
this chat.
you need to leave.
You need to leave.
Nah, whatever. You guys are just a bunch of haters.
No, I'm not hating on Nick Cannon. I never said that. I'm just saying what I see, what the people say. All right, and how media treats Nick Cannon. All right, me personally, I could care less about Nick Cannon. To be real with you, I could care less about him. Honestly, I mean, after Drumline, I don't really care about him after that movie. It's whatever, but you know.
Play the drums anyway in real life.
Yo, shut up, Anthony, bro. You are butchering this guy, bro.
Oh, wait. Before that, he tweeted another 30 minutes ago. Said, "You mad, bro? Stop lying on my dick. I never had a chauffeur. You bougie fuck."
Who, Eminem just said that?
30 minutes ago.
Hold on, let me look at his Twitter real quick, bro.
Said, "You mad, bro? Question mark. Stop lying on my dick. I never had a fucking chauffeur. You bougie fuck." So he's saying that like he's saying that he's humble.
This dude
I never had a
Eminem,
chauffeur.
why? Yo, it's the most Eminem has tweeted like ever. He puts 2 tweets, bro. This dude is responding through tweets. That's how high profile he is, bro. Just put a track out already, man. Come on, bro.
Exactly, man.
He could have said
It's a
that.
trash ass track, so.
Yeah.
But if I was Eminem, I would.
All right, now we all know Steven's a hater right now, bro. You are riding Nick. Sorry, man. Let me stop.
I'm just being really stupid.
I'm hip. That's
Yeah,
all you
obviously, I don't think
I don't
Nick
really
Cannon
want-
is a good rapper,
yeah.
man. Like, what the hell? Shut up.
I don't think.
But also, I don't really want to hear Eminem reply either.
Okay,
Because
but
Me
also-
neither. Me neither, bro. Because I feel like.
I don't want to hear no more orange.
Can I say something? Like, did you guys honestly think that singing Nick Cannon's name next to a song was gonna be a hit? Was gonna be like a good song? Like, you guys are seriously here talking about a fucking diss song by Nick Cannon.
I mean,
Like,
yo. I mean,
did you actually think that
it's-
there was gonna be some
Come on,
hope
bro.
that it was gonna
It's
be
the
good?
hottest. It's the hottest thing going on Twitter right now, bro. And this
No,
is
man.
But that's
At least it was. At least it was.
You guys have an issue. You guys have problems.
Here's the real
I don't know.
problem. Here's the real problem. And I told Eric this when he FaceTimed me hours ago. My problem is, excuse me, why are these people always testing M? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they want, and then I mean, ultimately, it's for clout. I mean, we all know it's for clout. They want to get their names up. They want to, they want their names to be, reach the top searched, names and all that stuff. But I'm just like, we get it, but at the end of the day, I told Eric this. People don't like Eminem, but they keep giving him reasons. Sorry, they keep giving him more clout. The more people target M and feed into his baits, because every song that Eminem puts out, if you listen carefully, bro, he's baiting somebody. He's never rapping this to rap. He's baiting somebody, and if you bite, you're just boosting his head, and which people don't understand. And I'm just like if I was an Eminem fan, bro, I would really hate that about M, because that's literally now, like within like the past 5 years, that's why he's still famous. Not because he can rap. I mean, sorry, he can still rap, but not because his songs or anything like that. It's because the media keeps boosting his fame. All these artists try to test him and then they fail, and they're like, Eminem just dropped a fire ass diss track on somebody. Jesus Christ, he's a god. I'm like, bro, y'all don't like him so much, but y'all keep giving him all this clout. I mean, I don't know why they keep doing it. You would think after MGK people would stop, let the man grow old and get bored, but nah.
I know why he's doing it, dude. It's because he's dropping that documentary, man. So he's just trying to get some attention,
Wait.
That's what I said.
Nick Cannon?
Yeah, dude.
I thought he canceled the production of the documentary. You mean the one for Dr. Sebi?
Oh yeah, sure. I don't know, dude. I don't really follow anything.
Oh yeah, you had the one for Dr. Sebi. Yeah.
Yo, DJ, you still here, bro?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's up?
Did you damn, I'm tripping. Did you listen to the diss track?
I did. Got mixed feelings, honestly. The diss track was obviously really bad. It was bad.
You know,
Not getting around that.
I don't want to say it's bad, but because but oh my god,
Oh, getting around that. I mean, it was Nick Cannon. Whoever ghostwrote his fucking lyrics didn't do a good job. Because there's no way he wrote that shit himself. That man can barely spell Wildin' Out.
You're an idiot.
Hey, listen, he made a whole video. He made a whole movie about how he can't read music. Drumline? Y'all niggas thought that shit was a joke? Why do you think he was so good at the role?
Yo, and there's nothing wrong with not being able to read music, bro. I can't read music.
Hey, you can't read music, but you're not on a fucking drumline in a movie.
I play guitar at my church.
Jesus Christ.
And I rock the house. So
listen, at least you're Haitian. You have the fucking cries of freedom and music in your soul. Nick Cannon don't have that.
Nah, but honestly, bro, I just that diss track, like what Anthony said, bro, was so. The comments. I don't know if you went to the comments, Anthony, bro. The comments were so ruthless. Somebody was like, "I'm ashamed to have this thing on my search history." I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, some people were just like, man, this thing is the worst diss track I've ever heard in my life. Like,
it was
like,
a horrible.
it was just
flow,
the hook was pretty catchy. I'm not gonna lie. The hook,
the hook was the worst part.
I actually liked the hook, surprisingly. I actually liked the hook. I thought it was pretty catchy. But the thing is, like I said, MGK's diss track was so much better than that. That didn't feel like a diss. Like what Anthony said, it felt like a cipher. It felt like a whole bunch of people. Honestly, bro, the only person that really dissed Eminem was Nick Cannon. The rest was just spitting.
Yeah, Clips kind of had a bar here and there.
He had a couple bars here and there. He said,
nobody wants smoke with Nick Cannon.
He said, the best bar in the song is when he said, "We're putting Eminem in the bag. Like this is Halloween." And I was like, ooh. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oof, that was it.
That was a little catchy.
That was the best line. I said that was the best line in the entire song. That was it.
Yeah,
I was like, ooh, okay, I like it, but it wasn't like anything intricate. It wasn't really a shot. You know what I'm saying? They just say put Eminem in the bag. Every artist has said that. We're putting somebody in the bag. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens his name is Eminem, so you just added the Halloween in there, and they sound, like a double entendre. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like the song wasn't really all that catchy. I mean, all that nice. Like it was just, Come on, he said Elvis Pusley. Come on, bro.
That was
fire.
Come on, bro. I thought MGK was corny for saying, somebody get some clippers. His beard is weird. I thought that was corny, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. This dude Nick Cannon topped it, bro. Topped it. And then he tried to get some clout by getting Suge Knight on the track. Come on, bro. I don't know. Like I like diss tracks. That's one of my favorite things. Like favorite tracks to listen to. Like when the whole even if they're like legit or friendly.
What's your favorite diss track?
My favorite diss track. My favorite diss track right now, bro, is Joyner Lucas's of all time. Oh man. Oh god. See now I got it. Now I got to think. But as of right now, off the top of my head, is Joyner Lucas's Liddy freestyle from last year with him and Tory Lanez. Yeah,
his beard is weird.
No. That song was fire though. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, DJ?
I got mine.
The first one.
Steven?
Yo, G-Star.
I was making a joke.
Oh.
DJ, shut up, Steven.
G-Star when this is the game.
I've heard that
Okay.
one.
Anthony?
I say hit him up.
I knew it.
By Tupac?
Yeah.
Alright, DJ?
Probably the warning shot. The warning.
Oh, Eminem.
Yeah, right. It was Taylor Swift and Nicki Minaj.
Ed?
I already said it. You said all time?
All time.
I can't think of one, bro. There's too many in my head,
Mine's
bro.
Real Motherfucking G's by Eazy-E.
I mean, I keep forgetting the name of that one
No
song.
Vaseline is a classic.
The first diss track that Ice Cube shot at NWA. I keep forgetting the name of the joint, bro.
No Vaseline.
That's the name of it. Oh yeah, that joint. I've heard it a couple times, but I love it so much. The energy is just, whew.
Bro, Ice Cube went off.
Obviously, hit 'em up. Hit 'em up hit 'em up. I like back to back. I like charged up. I like
Ether.
I just want to know by Meek Mill. By the way, an underrated diss
Back to
track.
Back was really good.
Yo, I just want to know by Meek Mill was so underrated, bro. People did not
was
appreciate.
pretty good.
That joke was what else? Obviously, Warning Shot by Eminem, Kill Shot. There's another song he put out. Seduced on Eminem's album when he dissed Nick Cannon again. I have a whole bunch. I can't really pick, but honestly,
Pusha T's there, so Drake.
but as of like recently, bro, like from recent diss tracks, bro, it's definitely Jordan Lucas's Lydia freestyle, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. When that joint dropped, I was playing it over and over again, bro.
That was pretty sick.
That joint was fire, man. This dude Joyner, bro. Honestly, bro, if it wasn't for that second diss track, the little ZZ remix, bro, I would have said, yo, Jordan Lucas is a force to wreck with. But after that joint, I was like, yeah, Joyner, you done lost your spot, bro. You messed it up, bro. This dude threw it.
Did like Who Shot Your Beat. Yeah, I didn't like the ZZ.
Yeah, that joint was trash. Joyner, I don't know. I wanted to like it, but after like the third listen, I was like, I remember hitting up Eric. Eric was like, yeah, that joint was trash. Eric, I think, did he even finish the song, Eric? I don't think you finished it, did you? Eric
probably left. Who knows?
I don't know, but man, if Eminem replies to MGK to Nick Cannon, first of all, I'm gonna be like, okay, there was no need for that. I'm gonna listen anyway. I'll be seriously shocked because I'm just like, bro, this is somebody who's had 10 years to write a diss track. Writes a terrible track. I would have given the MGK treatment. I'd have been like, I had a clip ready. But the moment I heard that joke, bro, I put it right back in the holster. That's exactly what I would do, bro, if I was Eminem, bro. Because that track was not good. It wasn't good. And the thing is, I want a good diss track. I don't care who it comes from. I don't care who it's aimed at. I like good diss tracks. Like I said, Rap Devil. I love Rap Devil though. Even though he's dissing my favorite artist, I don't care. It was a good song. I rock with it. But this jump, bro, I don't think I can't hear myself playing. Let me see myself playing this joint ever again. Like, nah, it's trash. Like we said, Nick Cannon, clown. He had to get other people to rap with him. That's another thing we didn't even bring up. He had to bring other people to make the song like 1% better. Like, and we all know if Eminem did that thing, bro, people would call it overkill. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. But it is what it is. They had to bring this many people to try to take down M, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. But unfortunately, it was a terrible diss track. I hope Eminem doesn't waste his time on that.
Oh, these fools are garbage. There you go. Okay.
But yeah, bro. I think that's it. We gotta cut it. We're kind of cutting it short. I think we only have it's only been like an hour and like 20 minutes about.
Oh, for real? I thought it was longer than that.
Nah, bro. No. An hour, more like an hour and 15. That's why it's been about that long. No, I'm tripping. More like an hour and 25. I'm tripping hard. We started like around like 8:05 or something like that. We started kind of late. Yeah. Yo, I know. John had to step. He's not in the same time zone, so he's gone off.
Defending our country.
Yo, who's still in here? Is this you, Anthony? Me, Anthony, Steven, and DJ? Is that it? And then I'm guessing Eric. I'm guessing.
Much.
Yo, someone check the party. Is Eric still in the party?
I think he is, bro. I think he's just not saying anything because he doesn't like us.
Oh man, but yo, next time, we're definitely gonna dive deep into the whole Tupac thing because I liked where we were going with that. I'm gonna bring some of my facts because there is so much. I mean, we can talk a little bit right now, but there's so much that happened during the events that led up to Tupac's death that don't add up. And my voice sounds deep as hell right now. I can feel it.
You think he's still alive, huh? Is that it? You think he's
No. I don't think he's still alive. I think he survived that day. Because there's songs that's been put out, that put out that perfectly describe the events of September 9th, or whatever, September 6th, 1996, you know what I'm saying? And the guy who raps it sounds just like Tupac, and the song came out in like 2004 or something like it's, no. It came out 2014. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of, like I said, I did heavy research on this stuff, bro. It's crazy. For a long period of time, I believe that Tupac faked his death. Like that whole thing was fake, and it was staged, and he somehow escaped to America. America, because think about it, bro. Like a week later after Tupac's reported death, the United States got like 1,000 calls from Haiti saying that they saw Tupac. They didn't believe it because first of all it's Haiti, and second of all the guy just died. So like you know what I'm saying.
Wasn't he supposedly cremated?
Yeah, they said he's supposed to be cremated, and the guy who did the autopsy. If you look up the person that performed the autopsy, bro, you won't find a name. Like you won't find a name for who autopsy. You know what I'm saying? They said there's 3 different routes he made it to the hospital. Somebody said Chuck Knight said he took him to the hospital himself, right? You know that's a lie. Because the car is at the crime scene. But then again, the car at the crime scene doesn't match the car that was in the picture. Weird. They said he was taken by ambulance, and an eyewitness said that he was taken by airlift, by a helicopter or something. I'm just alright. So which one is true? I'm not saying anyone is lying, but which one's the truth? You know what I'm saying? There's no way to find out. There's other sightings of the news report of the actual crime scene, and people spotted someone who's dressed exactly like Tupac in the background. You know, orange shirt, button up, you know, is opened up, chain and everything, bald headed with the white pants. He looks just like Tupac, but there's no way that could be Tupac because how can he be at his own crime scene? You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of things that point to the fact that the whole thing was staged because there's a whole bunch of inconsistencies and stuff don't add up and it's very all over the place. So, I mean, the evidence that...
So he's alive?
No, I don't think he's alive. I think in this day and age, in 2019, I'm pretty sure he's dead. I mean, then again, if he was still alive, he'd be around, what, like 40, 47?
Yeah, he'd be, yeah.
Or 48. He's 1 year older than Eminem. That's all I remember. He's like the same age as him and Snoop, around the same age. So like 48, around, like at the most 48. But I don't think he's alive. Nah, definitely not. But I do strongly believe that he faked his death because I don't know if you know about this, Anthony, but because his bodyguard, Alexander something, I forgot his name.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, his bodyguard was in the car behind Tupac's car. And he said when the guy came out to shoot, because they said the guy walked out of the car. That's what he said. The guy walked out. He walked out to the car, walked up to Eminem to Tupac, because they weren't lined up properly. The way he explained it was Tupac and Suge Knight were at the light. They were first in line, and then the white Cadillac was in the lane to the right, but was the second car in line. You know what I'm saying? So they were at an angle. So he had to get out the car and walk up to the window and shoot Pac. That's what he said. But he said when the shots went off, he heard the shots, but he couldn't see anything because all he saw was smoke. And I'm just like, what? Okay. At first I was like, okay, where's the smoke coming from? And then in that song I told you about the guy describing events that happened on September 6, 1996, he says the same thing. He says, I hear shots, but I don't feel bullets. I hear smoke. So I got to look up the song. It's by some artist named Casanova the Don. I don't know if you know who that is. He's some...
I've heard that name before.
Yeah, if you listen to his songs, but he sounds exactly like Tupac. People think Casanova is actually a face for Tupac to rap. Like the music is rapped by Tupac, but when you see Casanova, it's just some person that's a standstill. But if you listen to, I know you will recognize Tupac's voice anywhere, Anthony. I know you. You listen to him all the time. He sounds like Tupac, and it's kind of scary how he sounds like Tupac. His name is Casanova the Don. Starts with a K. KSONOVAD, whatever. I'm butchering it right now. But Casanova the THA and then Don DON. And it's just like there's so much, you know. And his last album, what was the name of the last album? The Illuminati Theory, something like that.
Yeah, Machiavelli.
The Machiavelli joint. Yeah. If you rearrange the words, the letters to that album, it says on the 7th. It says on the 7th you think I'm dead, but really I'm alive. That's very intricate for that to be a coincidence. I'm sorry, that's very intricate. On top of that, he changed his name to Machiavelli. If you guys know your history, Machiavelli is a play on words. On this guy named Machiavelli, Italian war strategist. Sorry, I started hard there. A war strategist. He was somebody, and this is why people thought Tupac was going to come back in 2014, because Machiavelli went to prison, he died at war, and then reappeared 18 years later on his enemies and pretty much conquered them all. People thought Tupac was going to do the same thing because he changed his name to Machiavelli, and then people were expecting in 2014, which would have been 18 years after his death, for him to arrive. He didn't show up, so people just forgot about it. But Tupac did read about Machiavelli while he was in prison, like a year before he changed his name. So that's another thing that points to that theory. But like I said, there's like 100 more things I could go into. I don't want to go into it right now. We could discuss that in another podcast episode. But my standing thoughts right now about Tupac and his death, I do believe that it was staged and things are very fishy. Things don't make any sense. But in 2019, I believe he's dead. I don't think he's alive right now. If he was at this point, they would have found him. Like I mean, I don't. It's at the end of the day, he's not doing anything. Even if he's alive, he's just chilling. So why does it matter? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But that's pretty much it. DJ, got anything? Damn, I'm stuttering hard today, man. Jesus. You got anything? You got anything to add, DJ?
Honestly, at this point in time, I feel like Tupac definitely went to Cuba. His mom was going to Cuba every year, like after his death.
There's that. After his death.
That's real fishy, man.
He's gone, bro. I think he's gone. I think people are just afraid to let him go.
There's that
It's
too.
like
People, right?
Like Bob Marley, for example, or
And Michael Jackson.
Yeah, or
Michael Jackson got that same treatment. He got that
Michael
same
Jackson,
treatment, bro.
Bob Marley, like, it's just.
I mean, the thing is, when somebody dies, bro, it's just hard to accept it. And then it's been what 20? It's about to be 25 years. No, it's been 24 years. No, 23. It's been 23 years since he passed. It was 96. Yeah, 23 years since he passed, and people just don't want to accept it. I mean, see, the thing is, I'm not a big Tupac fan. I just like mysteries. And the thing is, his death is a huge mystery. That's why I did all the research. Now do I want him to be alive? Probably not. I mean, if he was alive, I would. I mean, if I learned he was alive, I'd be like, I was right. Like it confirmed my suspicions. But if he's dead and someone proves it to me, like, yeah, look, man, he's dead, like, and has all the facts, and I'd be like, oh, okay. Well, then everything else was just coincidences. Then you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be affected by it. I mean, I think it'd be better if he was dead. I mean, as to his legacy, he was suffering anyway. Like not physically, but like just his living conditions and everything. It's just no one wants to live like that.
Being paranoid all the time.
Yeah, he was a very paranoid individual. As people don't understand, he was a very paranoid individual. Like,
I was like watching like some documentary.
He always had a bulletproof vest on him. Just
no, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, and he was never sober.
Jesus, man. But yeah, we're kind of rambling off though. But yo, I think it was a good episode. What you guys think? You guys think we had a good episode?
So. It was a good episode, yeah.
It was a good episode, bro. Yo, 6 Stack, Keep It a Stack, episode 5. Thank you for listening. Anyone that was still here, you can follow us on Twitter, and Instagram. The @ names are on the screen. And thank you guys for listening. Sending off. I'm Ed, along with Anthony, Steven, and DJ. I think Eric and John had to sign out earlier a little bit. Oh, is that Eric right? Oh, that's Steven. That's Steven.
That's Steven.
I heard the mic go off, and I was like, oh, is that Eric? I was like, no, that's definitely Steven. But thank you guys for listening, bro. We haven't had an episode on Thursday in like 2 weeks. We're going to try to get... We had to cancel on Thursday, this past Thursday. I couldn't be around to do it.
Not play 2K.
Just Anthony, shut up. But thank you guys for listening, though. We will try to get episode 6 on Thursday, whatever day that is. If not, then it will be a Monday. Monday is almost a guaranteed day for podcasts. Thank you guys for listening. This is Ed. You were listening to Keep It a Stack. And you guys have a well-rested night. And so
I love you guys.
Peace, yo.
Anyway. Yeah, we out of here, man. Thanks for listening.